Hi, my name is Alex Hutchinson. I'm creative director on Far Cry 4.
So we're at Gamescom. What's new when it comes to Far Cry?
Yeah, so this show we wanted to show some of the breadth of the game, so we brought two new demos. One is set in the Himalayas, so showing off some of the new stealth mechanics in a really sort of white, stark environment. And the other one is probably the craziest part of our game, which is the ShangriLa missions.
Talk a little about those two things.
So ShangriLa is this sort of dreamlike, fantastical submission that we built, basically because we worked on establishing more backstory for the world. So we did a lot of research. We wrote fictional religions for our characters. We wrote fictional mythologies for them. Then we thought these are really cool. Why are we just leaving them in documents? And we thought, well, maybe we can actually play them. So in the game, you can discover these tanka pieces, which are basically tapestries. And by meditating on them, you can relive the myth of the Kalanag and visit the sort of mystical lands of Kirat.
What does that open up from a gameplay perspective?
Yeah, so when you're playing them, it's different mechanics that allowed us to really focus on not AK-47s and other sort of automatic rifles. So it's really focusing on the bow, and it allowed us to push a lot of other mechanics as well. You have a tiger companion you can send out there to attack your enemies. So you have new skills, new abilities, and you actually unlock new skills back in the main game.
Now, outside of Himalayas, you said you're showing another level. Talk a little about what people are seeing there.
So in the Himalayas, it's these missions right at the top of the mountains. So some of them we're not showing today, but some of them require you to find oxygen. A lot of them push the wingsuit use very hard, which we are showing today. It's stealthier, it's harder to see. All of the sort of usual Far Cry things are pushed back, so there's less flora, less fauna. You need to really use a different set of tactics.
What does the wingsuit open up from gameplay?
So the wingsuit for us is something that's needed more in Far Cry 4 than ever before, just because of the verticality of the environment. So it's a different feeling. Whenever you're exploring an open world, you want to give people different ways of getting around, different ways for getting from point A to point B, and it really allows us to sort of cut through crevasses and ravines, and then have these big, beautiful vistas that open up.
The E3, you guys are showing us riding elephants and helicopters. Just how diverse is the gameplay in Far Cry 3?
I think it's the best we've made yet out of all the Far Cry games. It's the most vehicles, most weapons, most toys, and like all the Far Cry games, our goal is to let you create your own story. So we're providing all the tools, all the opportunity, and then you put them together any way you want. So in terms of diversity, I think it's our best job yet.
What do you like to play? How do you like to play?
I think I'm like most people, where I think I play stealthily, and then what I actually do is I play stealthily for 35 seconds, and then it goes horribly wrong, and then I get on an elephant and trample through an outpost. So it's a mix. I go back and forth. You know what I mean? I like to sort of go in and out of stealth in the game.
What do you feel defines Far Cry as a game franchise?
I really think it's that ability to do what you want, when you want, and how you want. I think it's at the sort of leading edge of games that allow players to generate their own narrative. So I think out of all the shooters, we're the least controlled. We try to control the experience the least. We try to just give you all the parts that allow you to build it yourself.
And what does Next Gen open up for you guys creatively?
Creatively, it's interesting. I really think that Next Gen at the moment is not really giving you any gameplay opportunities you could have had before, which is why you're seeing a lot of titles, whether it's us or Destiny or whatever, being cross-generational. So on the gameplay side, it's more grunt. So it doesn't change the ideas you can have, but it does let us make much bigger, more beautiful worlds.
Cool.